morning, guys. Sorry if I look like crap, but I kind of woke up in a hurry. We checked on the hurricane status this morning, and fortunately, looks like it's turning towards us. I don't know if you guys are aware, but there's 2 hurricanes in the Gulf. Actually, one of them's pretty well dissipated. The first one, Marco, which we were worried about, got blown away by wind shear and kind of blown apart. So we got out of that one. That one was supposed to hit towards Louisiana. But the second one, Laura, looks like it's going to be a repeat of Hurricane Rita back in the mid-2000s. And looks like we're going to be getting a lot of wind. So we're scrambling now to go get lumber, everything else to cover up our windows. And we're also considering taking Bluebonnet, our RV, if you haven't watched the channel before, and going somewhere else. So Jefferson County to the east of us looks like it's been evacuated, and then Galveston County to the west of us has been evacuated. So it seems like we're in the middle, so it seems like that order might come any minute. Regardless, we're trying to figure out what to do with our dogs. And then Atlanta, I'm willing to stay, and I think my brother-in-law Jay's willing to stay, but let's concentrate one thing at a time. So let's go get us some lumber. Well, as you can see, I didn't video much between actually getting the lumber and boarding up my house. Getting it done was that priority, not necessarily videoing, but you can see behind me the house is all boarded up. So shop is boarded up. We've done everything we can do. I'm gonna go put the 2 remaining dogs we still have here. We evacuated Atlanta up north and our beloved Bluebonnet, so you can see she's not here. I believe we're gonna have some limbs falling and trees coming down with these winds, so it was important to get our assets out of here. So it's just me and my brother-in-law down the road, weathering out the storm. Winds are starting to pick up already, so yeah, everything's boarded up. So go put up the dogs real quick, put up the car, make sure everything's put up. I know I've already walked around, but you can't help but be a little bit nervous when a storm's coming in. So, by the way, ABC 13, I think her name is Roxy, came and interviewed me. She saw me. She was at the intersection back there doing some filming of my house. She said our house is one of the few that's actually boarded up, which is surprising. And so she asked me if it was my house. I said yes, and she interviewed me, so I'll be on the news today at 4. Hopefully I don't look too bad. You good, Dixie dog? Huh? Where's Danny? Dan. What are you doing? There's Milton. Alright, all the dogs are put up. Well, scooter's put up, everything's inside the shop, looks like a mess. The brand almost new door, so I don't even have a deadbolt on it, but I'm gonna put this piece of wood over it, and that'll be the last thing I do. All right, got the piece of wood on the door. It's the final piece. Well, everything's pretty much done, or at least as much as I can do. Everything's boarded up, everything's put up where it can be put up. All the windows and doors are boarded up. I even decided, since I had enough pieces laying around, that I'd be prudent and go ahead and do the shop as well. As you can see, all the windows on the backside too. I think I'd be kicking myself in the butt if I didn't do that. So I literally used everything I got. I got 14 sheets of OSB, which, by the way, holy crap, they overcharged for that. 14 pieces for 354 bucks. I mean, that came out to be about $25 or something for a sheet. Good Lord. I remember back in the days, it used to be $11 a sheet. Anyways, you know, it's just taking advantage, I guess, but maybe it's how much it is these days, so I'm not going to speak too badly of that. But man, it's started to rain here or there. The wind is slowly starting to ramp up. It's nerve-wracking, man. My stomach is in knots, I can tell you that right now. Something else that I did is I went ahead and cut slits in my OSB. I realized I couldn't even see outside, so I cut little slits in all my windows so I can peek out. Got the door covered, so there's only one in and out of my house right now. Hopefully this magnolia tree doesn't fall over or something and hit me in, but I've thought about that, and I've got a couple of Sawzalls with full batteries. Well, it is now 6 o'clock, and just now starting to see some wind pick up. I mean, some real wind. I mean, I wish I had one of those mobile weather stations outside where you could actually get true statistics, but it's so eerie. The sun is like out, you know? There's still tons of space in the clouds, but look how fast the lower clouds are moving. It's crazy. I guess it's like the calm before the storm. I will be shocked if our shop makes it through this unscathed. I mean, the oak tree that's overhanging it is massive. All those big oak tree limbs. So far the cats aren't too concerned. Are you, Aspen? Huh? Aspen, what are you doing? Sleep, sleep. Definitely asleep. Man, good news is, looks like the storm originally was coming in like this and was gonna hit us. See, we're about this area. But it looks like the storm has made a big right turn. So that's good news for us. We'll still get some wind. So here's the Louisiana border. Originally it was gonna come to the left of the border a little bit, but now it looks like it's made a little bit of a turn. It's going more towards Louisiana. Man, guys in Louisiana, if you're watching this, I really hope you are okay during this. I hope you evacuated. As far as me personally and Winnie, that's a good sign. That means we'll get still strong winds. As you can see, the sucker's humongous, but hopefully less. It's a little after 2 o'clock in the morning. I've been trying to find a way to show you all outside. It is quite windy, but it looks like the storm turned easterly enough to where we're on the edge of it. Still pretty strong winds, but could be a lot worse. And as you can see by the light, we still have power, which is pretty incredible. So I'm very thankful for that. Of course, it's not over, but I certainly thought that we'd be out of power by now. Just gotta pray that it stays that way. Well, it's the morning. Man, I think we came out pretty good. We haven't even lost power, so obviously you can see in my eyes I'm pretty dang tired. You can't really sleep during a storm like that, so not only because of the noise, but just because you're so worried and anxious. So, but I've already done kind of a walk around. There's not even really big limbs down, so we turned out pretty good. feel very fortunate. Just pray that everybody in Louisiana that ended up catching the brunt of it turned out okay. So I'm just feeling very lucky today, very humble. You know, it could have been a lot worse for us. We were very fortunate that we got that turn there. I was fully expecting to be cutting trees and running generators and everything else. So to even still have power is very fortunate.
Hey guys, it's me. I'm back. I guess you can tell from the videos that I did not stay in Winnie. I actually stayed in Bluebonnet in Nacogdoches at my sister-in-law's parents' house. And we're very thankful that they let us go up there and ride out the storm up there. But we are back in Bluebonnet. Say hi. And we are taking her back home. She's totally fine. We're totally fine. But we are super grateful that Hurricane Laura did not do any damage to our little hometown of Winnie. Ironically enough, like 3 years ago today, we were being, tested with Hurricane Harvey, and we had feet of water throughout our entire town. And so our hearts definitely go out to every... Oh yeah, and Imelda. But 3 years ago today, it was actually like Harvey. And then 2 years later, we had Imelda. And then, I grew up with Hurricane Rita and Hurricane Ike and everything. It's just kind of life near the coast, but our hearts definitely go out to everyone that was in the path of Hurricane Laura. It's devastating. I mean, there's no way that you can give any kind of words of comfort, honestly, if you're living through the situation, but just know that our hearts are with all of you. And even though right now it seems like there's no coming back from it, there is. You just have to keep pushing every day and look for the glimmer of hope in each day and pray. That's down to it. But we are heading back home. So what you have to say, G?
We're going to try to find organizations similar to Red Cross that you can donate money to.
Yeah, we're going to try and find some reputable sources of, wow, that was bumpy, of charities and things that are going out to help the victims of Hurricane Laura. And we'll put their links in the description below, because we definitely know how much those organizations help. I mean, we had organizations stay for months after the hurricanes that hit Winnie, and it was so helpful. Not having to worry about a meal or bring in cleaning supplies or totes or helping you tear out your houses. So we're going to try and find some links and put them down below if you're interested in helping. But until the next time, hopefully that's the end of our hurricane season. We know it's really not over until November, but we're crossing our fingers that that's it. We'll see you down the road.